What's up, guys? Welcome to Run It Back with Blair Bomber. I'm Blair Bomber, and I'm feeling kind of squirrely today. I'm on day 28, 29 of no booze. Dude, your boy is just living clean. Are you proud of me? Chaz, you proud of me? All the guys that don't drink are like, dude, fucking great job. And all the guys that do drink are like, why are you such a fucking pussy? I don't know, dude. I would say this. I am feeling better. I'm sleeping. Dude, the sleep is unparalleled. Like the ability to fall asleep almost immediately and then to stay asleep. And I wake up feeling refreshed. I don't wake up feeling good, though. Morning people are kind of the worst people in the world. Yeah, dude, I can just get up in the morning and I look forward to the day. Or it's usually women who just go, I love the morning and the sun's rising. I have my coffee. I gotta have my coffee and I get my caffeine and I just mentally prep for the day. It's like, how many cats have you killed? That you're a morning person? Ugh. The kind of person that loves mornings is the same kind of person that's like, morning people are the kind of people that get super stoked to go to a wedding where they know maybe two people. And then they say shit like this. I just love being in the presence of love. I love it. It's just when you're around it, it's infectious. It makes you feel good. It makes you bond to the person that you're with. It makes you bring them closer. Meanwhile, the dudes are just sitting here like, is it an open bar? Open bar? Okay, cool. Nope. Dry wedding? How long do we have to stay? That's the proper response to a dry wedding. Okay, so do we have to stay for the whole thing? How long's the ceremony? What's the reception? Just sober people dancing to Journey? Okay. By the way, my brother's wedding will be dry, and I will be dancing to Journey. So I'm not better than you. I'm feeling good, dude. I'm feeling squirrely. Morning people, just shut up. Okay? It's such a flex, too. I'm going to go back to it. I'm not done with it yet. Oh, I'm not done chewing. It's like when someone grabs at your food when you're still eating. Like, are you fucking like? Just ha. If people touch your food while you're eating it, you should be allowed to kill them. Cool? Because I'm trying to put the thing in my body that I need to live, and you're trying to take it away from me. So I should be able to murder you in front of your family. Okay, maybe not the family part. That was a little bit much. But you guys, how's my posture? I feel like I got to get a better back for this chair. I mean, if I sit like this, I'm going to keep doing that, by the way. I'm going to keep referencing things that I'm doing you could only see in the video, so it drives you guys to go to the YouTube. Yeah, mornings are my favorite time. Dude, those are the kind of people that are the same ones that say, I don't get hangovers. Yeah, you do. You do. You're just 22. I don't get hangovers, dude. Shut up, dude. I was there for a while, too. Let's get a workout in, have some food, good to go. Yeah, you didn't drink that much. If you say you don't get hungover, it means you're a pussy. It means you did 2 shots of tequila, had a little bit of champagne, and then you had cupcakes at home. Of course you're not hungover. If you drink and like you go hard and you're hungover, I can respect that. But if you say you go hard, but you have 3 or 4 drinks and you're just 100 pounds, so it hits you pretty hard, you're not hungover. And you're not even drinking. You barely drank. Has this turned into a ranting pod? Is that what I'm doing now? Fuck. Okay, to sum this up. Morning people are like people who say they don't get hangovers. They're liars. Okay? You do get hangovers, and you don't like mornings. No one does. Sociopaths do. I'm going to wake up, and I'm going to murder some children. Blair, stop going so dark with the kid murder. It's because I watched True Detective in the last couple months, and that's just a big part of that show is just kids being killed. So I think it's just always close to me because the show is just so impactful to me in my life. I don't know. But I am sleeping good. And I'm getting up in the morning feeling ready to go. But I'm so bored. Like I am gonna do a full just swan dive off the wagon. Because the 4th is coming and I can't wait. I'm gonna get after it. What am I going to do? No clue. I haven't really thought that far ahead. But it's something. I'll do something. You got to do something. I wrote notes today. Do you think that's going to make it any better? And by notes, I mean, there are some things that I thought about saying. I'm going to, okay, mic, back in mic stand. Because I want to be... Yeah, you got your yummy, yum, the yummy, yum, the yummy, yummy. Okay. I think corny shit is fine. I like corny shit. I think corny's cool. I think people can identify with corny. But sometimes you don't need to say the thing that everybody says. Okay? Like if you're trying to motivate a kid, you say, Michael Jordan got cut from his high school team. No, he was a fucking sophomore that hadn't grown 9 inches yet. You don't get to use that. Your kid's always going to be 5'6". So don't be giving these kids false hope. Give them a different thing. Be like, hey, look, it's going to be tough. You got to go out there. You got to get after. You got to kill. You got to work harder than other people. You don't need an example. Michael Jordan got cut. I can be the best player of all time. No, you can't. Unless you grow 10 inches from 14 to 16. It's not going to happen. The same thing applies to show business. When they say, someone was bad when they were younger. Like, Khaled. You know, still thinking of you, just like I was. I sound just like him. Don't look him up. That's how he sounds. But I saw a thing one time where they said he got booed at his high school talent show. Yeah, I'm on those kids' side. You should always boo at a talent show in high school. Dude, if you're in high school and you think you have talent, you deserve all of the hate. All of just the hot breath that's coming from those boos. Because those kids are right. Okay, how about you work on something in a basement alone for 10 years and then go out in front of people? That's what comedy, if comedy was that, like if the way you could get better at comedy was to do it alone by yourself and know you don't need an audience, then I think everyone should 10 years and then talk to people in public. But we need people. Music, you don't need to perform in front of people to be able to perform in front of people. I mean, there are jitters. I know it's different. But if you have talent, like those guys that go on The Voice and shit, that have only ever sang to their mom, and they're amazing. They didn't need people there to be amazing. They got good at the thing, and then they did the thing in front of people. And he bombed at his talent show. Okay. He probably wasn't very good yet. He got better and better and better, and then now he's a huge star.
Justin Bieber got second at a talent show in Canada when he was 14, 12, 10. What?
It's a talent show. In Canada. Fuck off.
I wonder what happened to the guy that got
First place. He probably works at a bank and he's very happy. Or he's killed himself. There's probably only 2 ways. That would be sick. That guy clearly wasn't. Why would we assume that guy was ever going to be as good as Justin Bieber? Justin Bieber just had a moment when he was a kid. He wasn't that good. Or he was really good. He got second at a talent show. Not everybody wants to be Justin Bieber. Okay, there's a lot going on there. Most people can't. So that guy that got first, that beat Bieber, that's pretty cool. I don't even know his name. Should I look him up? I should look him up. Fuck. The computer's right there. I don't really want to. What's his name? Sam Bowie? The guy that got drafted over MJ? That's the guy that lost to Justin Bieber or that beat Justin Bieber in a... Yeah, the guy, that's for sure. Don't look that up. The guy who beat Justin Bieber in a talent show when Justin Bieber was 10 was Sam Bowie. Coincidentally enough. Also, a quick update. Haven't heard from Grandpa.
Blair, what if he dies? What if he listens to it and then dies?
I mean, also, I think last words are overrated. Not their last words. Like, if you're the one who's dying, you want to say some cool shit on the way out. Like, I did it my way. That's some cool shit to say. Or like, or they're about to hang you. Do it. I regret not. That'd be cool shit. That's when you want to say some cool stuff, is at the very, very end. But if someone that you know goes before you, I don't think that the last thing you said is the most important thing you said to them. That's not it. Unless you're the one who like pulled the lever to hang them. You're like, sorry. Dude, I just, see you tomorrow. That would be fucked up. That would be kind of funny though. It's like, hey man, whatever happened to Kyle? I don't know, man. It's just, never saw him again. Yeah, but wasn't he like on trial for something? Yeah, he was. We talked about it. He's cool we'll see him. I'll see him again. I won't. But I mean, like, like if someone dies and you're like, well, the last guy said to them, I wish it would have been better than, don't forget to see me at Taco Tuesday. Well, it's the entirety of the relationship. You don't just get to make up for, like, say it was a shitty relationship and then you come in late, like, hey man, I want you to know you always been a loss to me. I love you forever. And then they die. That's just you being selfish. That's you wanting, the weight off your conscience. But you were a shit person to them. Or they were shitty to you. Now, I'm not saying my grandpa's either of those things. I'm just saying in general. In general, it feels like. I mean, unless you say something mean, like if you said something that maybe pushed them to the brink, yeah, that's going to be tough to get to sleep for a while. Like if my grandpa attempted to call me and I was like, you know what, Grandpa Lou? I never loved you and you're the worst thing ever. And then he dies. Ugh, that would be awful. But I don't say that. I'm not a piece of shit. Okay? And you know what? Now that I'm talking about this, I'm probably going to give him a call on my way to this open mic that I'm going to go bomb at. But hey, Grandpa, I want you to know, just kidding, just jokes. Or I won't do that. I don't know. Or I won't. Dude, I really wish I wouldn't have uploaded this to Anchor because Anchor gives me like the exact number of listeners. And boy, it's not very many. You gotta laugh, dude. You gotta laugh. Just going back to the being good at shit when you're younger. Some people just aren't good at stuff at the beginning. Go listen to this podcast. It's not very good. I mean, this is better. Yeah, like this version is better. But the beginning was just not great. But I mean, that's okay. It's okay for stuff to not be very good sometimes. I don't think we need to be married to, this has got to be great all the time. No, it doesn't. A lot of times it isn't. Go watch 21 Jump Street, not the movie, the original show. Look at Johnny Depp he's the worst actor in the world. He's so awful. But he's a hot guy. He can do anything. He's the hottest guy in the world. He was. But you see him kind of he figures it out. He got better at it. And now he was nominated for an Oscar. I think he's an underrated actor. I think Johnny Depp's great. I mean, I know he beat the shit out of his ex-wife. Not cool, Johnny. But I'm going to the next movie. Sticking with Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey, say what you will about the guy. Okay? Questionable in some of his decision-making. Allegedly. And every single time someone came at him, no charges, all got thrown out. Okay, I'm not saying believe all gay boys because it was a small, young gay boy. Who said Kevin Spacey tried to fuck when he was 14? Gross, Kevin. Not for the gay part because the pedophile thing. That's the disgusting part. Gay, whatever you want. Blow whoever you got to blow. I'll join you. Whatever. I'm a little gay sometimes. How much do we get? Oh, we're doing it for the love of the game? Shit. I'm probably out. I don't love it that much. But catch me at, I don't know, at a low point. We'll see how I feel then. Yeah, you know, like your hat just won't stay in the position you want it to, so you got to keep taking it on, putting it back off. Taking it off, putting it back on. Whatever I said, say it backwards. But Kevin Spacey's like acting in a movie, I think. I think it's a movie about pedophilia, which is hilarious. To get caught up in a scandal and then go do a movie about that kind of, not about you, but about, you know, that same kind of thing. Like the Dalia thing. Like Dalia was like into like young chicks in that show You, and then he got canceled for talking to young chicks. It's almost too aligned. He's coming back though. His podcast is still going. I bet he starts doing shows here soon, right? Gotta be. You can't really cancel people anymore. I mean, if they have a fan, you could cancel me. That'd be probably pretty easy, actually. I'm always going negative. Blair, talk about something positive. Oh, okay. Okay.
Call and you shall receive, my friends.
Is that voice annoying? Man, I'm just fucking chilling right now, dude. I'm chilling. If you're not watching on the YouTube, you can't even tell how hard I'm chilling. I'm gonna do the whole podcast like this now. I'm just gonna be fucking laid the fuck back. Like, what up? Hold on. Let me get a little bit taller. All right, I'm eating these shorts though, I'll tell you that. Just chilling. Sorry, I'm trying to get so comfortable it's disrespectful. That's what I want to do. I want to be so just like chilling that people are like, man, he looks comfy. Or you try to get so comfortable that you look uncomfortable. The guy for the Raiders, Ryan Nassib, came out as gay, which is, are we surprised that people are gay? Why is such a big deal? Like everybody that heard that was like, yeah, that's cool, man. It's like the UFO thing. People thought for so long that if they ever released UFOs, it's like, this is gonna be groundbreaking. Oh my God. And then what happened? They did it. They confirmed they're real. People are like, yeah, okay, I gotta go feed my kids now. So whatever. And you don't have to be woke to be down with gay people. Gays are the best. Dude, go out with a group of gay men, and I guarantee you it'll be in your top 5 favorite nights of all time. No one has more fun than gay men. Gay men together in a group going out. Dude, you think you and your boys have fun?
The boys have more fun.
They do. But the guy came out as gay, and people don't really give a shit. Even he was like, oh, hey, guys, I was thinking about this, and I just want you guys to know I'm gay. So, cool. See you guys around. Which is like the dopest way to come out of the closet. Just be like, hey, gay. That's how I'm going to do it when I come out. I'm just going to make a video and be like, hey, guys. Gay. That's the way to come out of the closet, is look in the camera and go, gay. You just point at yourself, this guy who has 2 thumbs and loves cock. Ah! Squirrely. The boy is squirrely. Also, it's a great business decision for this dude. Such a good decision. Think about it. He had the highest selling jersey thing because people are going to ride or die with this dude. It's like, oh, you're a gay dude out there killing it. Now, there will be... what's funny is the way things shift, right? Like, think about this. Going back to the UFO example. You were a crazy person. There was a time not that long ago where if you're like, I believe in aliens, it's like, okay, put your tinfoil hat and get the fuck away from me. You know, you probably eat your boogers and jerk off into your own mouth. You're weird. Okay. Now, it's almost weird if you're like, if they release that stuff and you go, no, Jesus says there's no aliens, so there's no aliens. Like, that's almost a weirder take to like be anti-UFO. It's like, yeah, no, they're there, whatever. Like with being gay for the longest time in professional sports, you didn't want to say you were gay. They don't want you in a locker room. They'll blackball, get you out of there, making dudes uncomfortable. Right? Dudes are homophobic. They don't want you in the locker room. Got to get out. We don't want that gay shit. It's like, yeah, dude, shut up. It's a stupid way to look at anything. Just assume that this gay guy wants to fuck you. Shut up, dude. Shut up. But that's how it was. So now everyone that's in like the league is a younger guy now. They're all just championing. Like, yeah, dude, sure. This guy's awesome. Fuck yeah. Love that. Like Saquon Barkley I saw was in his comments. Like, hell yeah, dude. Good for you. Saquon Barkley, also not in the guy's locker room. Dude, there's still going to be a lot of guys in the league that are like, I'm not down with this. I don't want you around. Because they're either homophobic or they're religious. And sometimes those are the same. Not a lot of down for pride religious people out there. You know, there's just not, you know, it's contradictory. Like a lesbian who still like loves to have guys come on her face. Oh, that was graphic, Blair. Bonnie, did I lose you? Do whatever. But there are for sure guys in the NFL right now that are like not down with it. But they can't say that because it's all shifted. Before, you could be like, I'm not with the gay stuff. Get them out of here. Now, if you say that, you get dragged. You probably lose sponsorships. Like, if you say something like that now, people are like, hey, we're not down for that. Which, I mean, when you work for somebody, you kind of you almost have to align with their, like, remember when Paul Pierce, it's just like kind of recent, right? When Paul Pierce was just wilding out on his IGTV story with strippers and he was smoking and drinking, living his best life, he was living his truth. The truth was living his truth. And then ESPN was like, yo, dude, sorry, you got to go. And he's like, what? He's like, well, Disney owns us. You know Disney? The guy who created us is hated Jews. Remember that guy? Disney's like, no. We can't have you around. What I'm trying to say is you can't just be free anymore. You kind of got to play it pretty close to the chest. To the chest of the vest. What is the correct term? I just don't even know. Have I finished a single tangent yet? Have I? Is my hat on straight? I feel like it's not. Yeah, you got that yummy, yum, that yummy, yum, that yummy, yum. You got that yum, yum, yum. All right. Okay. I'm going to need a little sip of C4 for this one. Okay. You notice how we change the names of things to soften them up? Because we feel like the original incarnation of that thing has a bad connotation. I'm using big words today. This is the Big Words Podcast. Big words only. That's the name of the episode, by the way. Big words only. All small words. Come on. So when you can't just call things what they used to be called anymore because it's different, right? Now, it's not slurs. I'm talking about slurs. Oh, those have to go away. Yes, of course. Like they used to, this used to mean that and it was fine. And now we've grown and we don't say those things anymore, right? Like you're talking about like a little person. You don't call them. You don't use the slur that we used to call them. That we don't use that anymore. Okay, I'm not even going to use it. That's how locked down I am with the culture. But there are some things where people try to change the name of it and the meaning of it at the same time, like escorts. If you are an escort, you're a prostitute. Okay? if you're an escort, you're a prostitute. And if you're a prostitute, you're a whore. It's what you are. Dude, by definition, selling yourself, by definition, having sex for money, whore. I'm sorry. And look, I know that's not nice, right? But it's not the same as if you like a slur for certain. That's a slur for us. It's like, no, you weren't born this way. You just didn't want to have a real job. You just wanted more money. So you're like, how about you just fuck me and give me money? That'll be cool. Okay? You could change that whenever you want. You could have just decided to not do that from the jump. That could have been your plan. But you were like, nah, I think I'm going to have sex for money. Which is, by the way, I'm cool with that. I never paid for sex, but I'll tell you right now, with a big head shake, if I was in need of money and there were a majority of the population, what kind of sentence was that? And there was a big part of the population with money that would pay me for sex. I mean, I would have to, my family would have to be dead, and I'd have to have no pride and be the laziest person who's ever lived. I'd have to have all those things that have to happen as well. But if that was the case, for sure, fuck me, give me money. I'd also have to be a woman because no one, if you're straight, right? So if you're a dude and you're like, fuck me for money, it's going to be dudes fucking you. Women don't pay for sex. Men do. So what I'm trying to say is, don't just get cute. Don't get cute. I'm an escort. You're a whore. You forgot because you're stupid. That's a Tosh bit. Come on, dude. And then, you know what's also annoying is like if someone tells you that's what they do, I'm not going to call them a whore to their face. But it's the first word in my mind. I'm an escort. Oh, you're a slut. Actually, slut doesn't really count. Whore is someone who has extra money. Slut is just someone who's just loose and fast with their pussy. Not the same thing. I love the idea of someone listening to this and then getting upset. Blair, you shouldn't do. Are you a prostitute? Is that who you're fighting for? Or do you just know someone who's a prostitute? And they're like your best friend. And you're like, you don't call them that. It's like, yeah, but that's what they are. Calling it what they are. All right? Blair, you're a bald fuck. It's what I am. I don't love you for you to say it like that. But it's not incorrect. Blair, white man. God, shit, got me again. You got me again. Just a white man. Cracker. Dude, go for it, man. Call me that. That's hilarious. Honky. You got me. It's just, the thing is, the reason they get mad is because they feel guilty about doing that. Now, if you are just unashamed, unabashedly, Big Words Podcast, then tight. It's like being bald. Like once you own it, shave your head and start just rolling with it, like people don't really make fun of you and they try to and you're like, I don't give a fuck. Here's who I am. Same with escorts. They're like, I'm an escort and I love my job. It's like you love having men that you don't love throw their shit in you and they're probably pretty gross because that's the people that are paying for sex are not the fucking hot guy. It's not Richard Gere in Pretty Woman. Okay. It's Jason Alexander in Pretty Woman. Those are the guys paying for it. So if you're down to fuck ugly guys, for money, sure, go for it. But you're a whore. Dude, Mike had a mic stand. Who the fuck would I think? Also, you know what someone said to me recently? They're like, Blair, you're not very approachable. Yeah, dude. Yeah. By design. Oh, you want to be approachable? You want people that you don't love to ask you for things? Hey, can I get a ride? I mean, I know I look like the kind of guy I would love to give you a ride, but now you're in a conversation with somebody you don't want to be in a conversation with. I would rather put out the vibe that I'm not down to vibe. And then I get to pick and choose who I vibe with. It's like, oh yeah, hey. It's like, and then they're like, oh, I didn't realize you would be this way. It's like, yeah, I know you didn't realize that. You didn't think I would be, but I am. So how do we feel now? Feel pretty good. We can hang out now. Perfect. That's what I want. You know? You don't want to be, I just have no desire to be approachable if I don't know you. I don't want you to approach me. I don't want you to ask me for things. Again, I don't love you. So people will say they're surprised that I'm like not a piece of shit. It's like, I really thought you'd be an asshole through and through. I mean, what? You think I'm going to leave here and go punch a puppy? You think I'm going to spit in a prostitute's face? I mean, only if she's letting me pay extra. Then I will. Gross. It's like people who fuck with you. Okay? But people who like fuck with you, they're fucking with you. They're using you. Don't get you. I don't want anybody to try to use me. So it's even like the small talk thing. Like, you know, when you meet someone and they're like trying to do that thing. It's like, whoa, what? So do you go to school here or whatever? Like, there's a guy in my building, right? There's a guy in my building. And he's made conversation the other day. And he goes, you're from Washington? And I was like, I was wearing a Mariners hat. I'm like, yep. He's like, cool. And I was like, yeah, it's Washington State. You went to Washington State? Yep. Oh, me too. Yeah. And you might be thinking right now, Blair, you're not being very nice to this guy. He's just asking questions, which would be the case, which would be true. But we've already had this conversation 4 times. Okay? 4 times. Dude, I've talked to this guy. I've been here 6 months. We've had the conversation. I saw him with a Washington State fold-out chair in front of his apartment. I walked by him. I was like, Washington State? He's like, yeah, Washington State. I'm like, that's fucking cool. Did you go there? He's like, yeah, of course I went there. I was like, did you go there? I'm like, yeah, I went there. I went there this time. He went there that time. Wasn't at the same time. We had the conversation. I've seen him 4 times since then, and every time I'm either wearing a Washington thing, and we have the same conversation again. So now that we've already had it, I'm not going to be nice anymore. So I shut it down. So I hope in his mind, he's like, that guy's not very approachable. Yeah, because I was approachable. And now I got to deal with this stupid conversation I've had for 50, 70 times. I mean, this really has turned into a rant podcast, hasn't it? Fuck. I guess these are just the things that I think about that bother me. I don't know. How'd you guys feel? Is there anything else?
Is there anything else I can talk about?
Oh, yeah. You know what I do want to say? I'm going to be a cowboy now. Yep. I got cowboy boots in the mail. Shout out Bonnie and Bonnie's friend. What's her name? Nancy, Rachel. She's a pretty forgettable name. Nikita. It's Nicole. I'm kidding. Fuck off. Got me some boots, discounted boots. Ariat. One of those. Hooked it up with them booties. And I'm gonna build. I got the jeans. I got the blue jeans that are not boot cut, but they'll fit the boots, right? I got those. I'm gonna start wearing short sleeve button downs with the snaps, and a cowboy hat is on the horizon. Ooh, dude, you want me in a cowboy hat, dude? I'm just. That's me beating pussy away. Oh man, I'm in a great mood. I gotta stop drinking forever. If this is how good I'm gonna feel on a Sunday, not hungover, I gotta just. You would think I would just give it up forever, but I'm not ready. I'm such a fucking idiot, dude. Why am I like this? We feel good about it? I don't know. Do we feel good? Is there anything else? Is that 40 minutes? I would like it to be 40 minutes. Maybe I can just think of something else for another 2.5 minutes, which is really what the podcast should be. I should just be able to keep going. But I always taper off. Oh, yeah, here's what I was going to say. I'm trying to get back into watching like older movies. This is a good ending. I'll end with this. Like older movies, because I think we hear about actors, like Steve McQueen or who's the guy I'm thinking of? The guy I just watched last night. It's not Steve McQueen. Who is in? Well, I watched the movie The Hustler, and I know the second I say that, you guys are like, Blair, we know exactly who you're talking about, or you don't. It is Paul Newman. Fuck you, Paul Newman. But you're all these old Hollywood guys that were like the best actors ever, and these movies were really good. I watched The Hustler. It's the one where he's a pool shark. It's a really good movie, but there are parts of it where you're like, this is pretty dated. Not because of what's happening. It's just the level of acting. Like there are parts of it where you're like, okay, that person's not a very good actor. They just fit the archetype that they needed for their face. She's not great. And also, why is it when all these movies, whenever they have women come in, the women always just lose their minds and kill themselves? Like spoilers. But the chick you see, she just kills herself because she gets too drunk at a party. And then the guy who was handling there's layers to it. I guess she was maybe more justified than I'm letting on. But what I'm trying to say is these guys back then were cool, dude. Like they were men. I'm a pussy compared to some of these guys. But in my mind, I'm like tough. In my mind, I can just chop wood all day. When in reality, can't. I mean, I could. If you were like, Blair, we got to chop wood today, I'd go out there and be like, all right, well, fucking, I'm going to be bad at it for about 30, 40 minutes to an hour. But I'll figure it out. But I'm not going to go out there and make that my job. But the guys that their career is being blue collar as fuck, those dudes are men. Men that wear neon because they're on a construction site, not because they're at a rave. I am probably more in the rave neon camp than the construction hard hat. We got to wear neon green just in case one of us falls through the floor and we got to dig him out with an excavator. Okay? Okay. Shout out Leo Getz. We did it. Go watch The Hustler. It's free on YouTube. I really enjoyed it. Now, did I fall asleep the first time I watched it? Yes, but that's because I was tired. And also, did I fast forward through the parts where his girl was talking because I knew what she was saying before I had to watch it? Yeah, I fast forwarded through her scenes. She was very annoying. And when she killed herself, yeah, got a little hard. We did it. We feel good? I feel good. All right, guys. We had fun. We got better today. Okay? We got better today. And that's all that really matters. Just got to get better, a little bit better every day. All right. I'm going to go bomb my ass off at 3 open mics tonight.
Bye.
Nah, eat shit. You're good. Eat shit. You're good. Oh, mic in the mic stand. I forgot to say, I haven't said this in a hot minute. Fuck Rudy. Yeah, that guy sucks.
Goodbye.
That was lame. Okay, hold on. Longest outro ever. Pick a thing to say, Blair, and wrap it up. That was pretty. I could have just ended it with that. Fuck. Okay, I'm out of here. Goodbye.